I'm looking for the one, but it's way too hard to find. These hoes say they love you, but most of the time they capping. So I say for these hoes and I lock in on my grind.
Alright, ladies, gentlemen, cockroaches, dragonflies, butterflies, creatures of the night, whatever the shit, if you're calling yourself a creature of the night, nigga, you need some help, but I ain't here to discuss that today. It's from Final Stand. Now I know when this game came out, I was on some I'm gonna play this game damn near every day. I'm gonna record this game, but then I ended up, slacking off and all that. Yeah. There was a lot of games I had to record at the time, so I do apologize for all the delay it took me to get back into this game. But today we're not just here to play Final Stand. Matter of fact, I'm not here to really, play Final Stand like that. We're here to talk about why is Final Stand not being Final Stand? Why is the game dying so much? You feel me? I'm not sure what the title is, but that's the point of the video today, okay? So first I do want to just let y'all know the reason why this video is taking so long. My editor did have a vacation and all that shit, so the last video is probably gonna take a little bit before it drops, but I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. Get right into this shit, man. Why is Final Stand not Final Stand? Okay, there's a couple of reasons I want to nail it down to. I'm going off my perspective of the game so far, what I've seen so far. The first thing I would say, which a lot of people probably notice this, is the game is lacking in promotion. When the game first came out, there was like no ad. I didn't see it anywhere that Final Stand was coming out. Like, we've probably seen it before, videos or Instagrams just letting you know that, hey, Final Stand is probably gonna get a remake. We've all seen that, but we didn't see any ads like, oh, Final Stand is for sure gonna get a remake on this day or anything like that, or Final Stand is coming out. Like, we didn't even get a release date. I didn't know the game was out until the game was out. Like, I only figured out the game was out the same day the game came out. I was baffled, bro, that the game was really out. It was insane to me. Which, that is one of the heaviest, if not the most heaviest reason that really messed with the game's player base. Because if you're re-releasing a game, bro, I would say making a lot of promotions would be the #1 thing to do, so people know your game is coming out. Kind of like Rail Seas. Like, look at Rail Seas, bro. Rail Seas is so famous, and the game's not even out. Like, no one knows damn well where the game is out, and we have people who don't even play Roblox hyped for this game, bro. I have friends that don't play Roblox that are hyped to play this game. Like, what? How do they even know about this shit? Key promotion, bro. The game already has so much people on the waiting list while the game is not even ready, bro. Nobody knows when this shit is coming out, for real. But that's just one of the main reasons. I feel like that one is one of the heaviest. I feel like if they had just focused heavy on that, they could have actually made quite a difference on player base, at least for starting off. But then keeping it will be a whole different thing. I think the second reason, this brings me to my second reason on why the game is so cooked. Second reason would be, when the game actually dropped, there was so much bugs, so much messed up shit that needed to be fixed. Now, out of all the things that needed to be fixed, what would y'all say was the #1 thing that should be a priority? I would say it was the servers, which I don't think the devs agreed, because that was not what they focused on. I think it took them like a month or two before they actually fixed the buggy servers. The servers were so buggy, nobody could play this shit, and you had a lot of people quitting before the game even started. And listen, like, the game was already hard. You would die in a mission, and then you would lose XP and money, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, the difficulty was already absurd, and then you barely leveled up in the first place, bro. And then you had to deal with laggy servers. Yeah, nobody was gonna win. So they decided, like, people just started quitting. They started dropping off the game, and then like, I would have prioritized fixing the buggy server, because I get the difficulty and all that, bro, but having to deal with that while dealing with lags, bro, having to shoot beams and that shit not registering, or the fucking enemies teleporting behind me and I'm dead already or something, like, that shit would trigger a lot of people, which I understand. Lost a lot of friends off the game because of that shit too. Now, the next thing would probably be maybe the fixing all the moves, or the buggy ass moves and shit, bro, but it is what it is. Alright, now, what would be the third thing that one would say could cook the game. I can't even think. What would be the third thing? I gotta lie, I seen this. Yeah, I seen this video in the back. I recorded this shit while recorded the first time, and I had to cancel that shit because that shit was fucking ass, bro. The first recording, I couldn't concentrate. I was getting my ass whooped. Difficulty of fighting in this game is beyond me, bro. That's another thing I want to mention. The stats wise in this game, I say is outrageous, bro. Like, to be able to beat enemies like this, you need so much, bro. Just to be able to fight one enemy, bro. Fighting a regular Cyberman too, bro. Like, at level 20, them niggas will cook you, bro. They will cook the shit out of you, bro. The level 20 green Cybermans, bro. Y'all can say, oh, I'm not good at the game or shit like that. But listen, this is the point of view of a casual player. I keep saying this. I'm a casual player, bro. I'm not meant to be the fucking best and shit, bro. But I do like the game, bro. And another thing I would say they missed an opportunity on is the game, I feel, is a little bit too similar to the old Final Stand. I feel like they could have added a bunch of new things in themselves. Like, they did good with the whole techniques and race. Each race having their own specific path and all that shit. That is wonderful. I have no complaints in regards to that. But I feel like they could have done way more with that. Like, adding transformations for Majins, you feel me? Like, they could go unique. There's nothing stopping these people from going the whole Dragon Ball path, right? There's nothing, like, you don't gotta be Dragon Ball. You could add your own unique shit to them, bro. Like, so they could give Majin some unique fucking transformations. A lot of people, I feel like, come to these games for transformations, bro. Like the Super Saiyan transformation, Super Saiyan, all that shit. We come here for shit like that, right? Everybody wants to be a Super Saiyan. You want to feel that adrenaline of transforming. Which also brings me to the transformation for Super Saiyan. The way they did it, I feel like they could have added more to it. Maybe added an animation. That is what reality is really dependent on right now. Nowadays, bro, that's the trend, bro. You want to have like, oh, cool ass scene where you do like some amazing shit just happens. You feel me? Like, you want to see the cinematic experience and the transformation. I feel like they could have added that. Although I feel like it would be bothersome to like have it every time you want to transform, and then there's a whole cinematic experience. So they could have added maybe like a quick transformation like they do have versus cinematic transformation. Because a lot of people, man, when you grind a game, as me, bro, grinding to Super Saiyan was one of the most difficult shit I've ever done in this fucking game. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I got into Super Saiyan just for the fucking just to be unimpressed. Like, it just felt like more stat. You just gave me more stat, bro. Which I'm not just looking for stat, bro. I'm looking for visual appeal as well, bro. Which I didn't get from that. Like, the Super Saiyan form was so ordinary. It didn't feel as hype as it should have. For all the grind that I grinded, you know, all the way to level fucking 50 and shit. That shit felt so whack. But it is what it is. I feel like it's something they could add to make it better. I'm not just here to talk about what makes the game ass. I wanna give them pointers too as what they could do to make the game better. Which is what I'm letting y'all know right now. Like, stuff like that could be added. Maybe rebranding some of the moves too. You could change it. You could add new moves yourselves. There's nothing stopping these people from following the Dragon. Like, you don't have to follow Dragon Ball path, bro. Just add new shit to it. Make the game more unique, more fun. And then I really miss the old PvP. I feel like the new PvP, it's fucking ass. Shit. They have to bring back the teleporting into a 1v1 type of shit for what's it called? For fighting. Instead of that tournament base shit they got, that shit is fucking ass. Oh no, that shit is so ass. But I feel like those are the main points that Final Stand is lacking for me as of right now. I don't know what they're gonna do in the future. I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing the game in the future as of right now. The game is lacking hella in a bunch of perspectives. So for me, the game is just, I don't know, man. The game is doing is pretty slow right now. I feel like the major thing they could do right now, the only thing that they could possibly do, is probably an update, an actual update. Because when they dropped the game, it felt like all they were doing was just fixing the errors of their ways. They were using it as a test or some shit. Like, they should have added an open testing phase if they wanted something like that. But they just kept on fixing the mistake as the game was going on, which people weren't here to just beat test dummies and wait for them to fix all this mistake. Everybody expected this to be a full-on release, but there was so much bugs and fucked up shit that nobody was willing to just stand there and wait for this to get fixed. You feel me? So what I think the only way they could do right now is have updates. I know Final Stand never really had back in the day. I don't think they had shit where they actually put update 1 and update 2 and shit like that. They're not a tower defense game, but I feel like they do need something like that. Maybe like a little rebranding. The thumbnail needs to change a little bit. I feel like just the game picture, make like, you know, the winter update, which would be the best chance for them to change. This winter arc has to fix everything they're having problems with. That's all I gotta say. But that's the final hope. Hopefully they do something amazing in the winter. If they do, I will for sure be back, because like I said, this is one of the best fighting games I've ever seen. I do appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If y'all do like this video, drop a like, thumbs up. You know, if y'all want to see more Final Stand, and I'll be back. Peace, y'all.
I thought you could pay for life. I thought you would stay for life. You told me you love me, that's a fucking reason I thought. But I didn't know, oh, I didn't know that you was, oh, I didn't know, oh.